We offer you deep historical information from history on YouTube channel. Subscribe. Now don't forget to turn on notifications. Sumerians and Anunnaki, a journey into the mysterious world of Mesopotamia. The fertile lands of ancient Mesopotamia have been the cradle of civilization and home to some of humanity's oldest and most fascinating societies. One of the most prominent of these societies was the Sumerians, who ruled southern Mesopotamia from 5500 BC to 2003 BC. The Sumerians are recognized for their significant contributions to human history, including inventing cuneiform writing, the wheel, and a complex social hierarchy. But one of the most enduring mysteries swirling around the Sumerians are legends about mysterious beings known as the Anunnaki. Often mentioned in Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki are described as the creators of humanity and the ancient guardians of the earth. In this blog post, we will explore the available archaeological evidence, textual sources, and theories about the Sumerians and the Anunnaki. We will pull back the curtain on the mysterious world of Mesopotamia and deepen our understanding of this fascinating chapter in human history. Sumerians, the first people of Mesopotamia. The Sumerians were a linguistically isolated group who migrated to southern Mesopotamia around 5500 BC. They quickly dominated the region and established a network of city-states and built impressive cities, the most famous of which were Ur, Uruk, and Dipper. The Sumerians created an advanced civilization and pioneered many inventions that were very important for humanity. They developed the cuneiform writing system, one of the oldest writing systems in human history, and made significant advances in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. The Sumerian social structure was characterized by a complex hierarchy. At the top of society was a king, believed to be the representative of the gods. Below this king was a hierarchy of a ruling class, priests, soldiers, and slaves. Anunnakis, the mysterious creators of the Sumerians. The Anunnaki are mysterious beings often mentioned in Sumerian texts. The term Anunnaki, translated as those from the sky, played an important role in Sumerian cosmology. According to Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki were a group of divine beings from a distant planet called Nibiru. They were believed to have created humanity in their own image and likeness and gifted them with the cornerstones of civilization. Little is known about the physical appearance of the Anunnaki. In some texts, they are described as giants, while in others they are said to resemble humans. In Mesopotamian art, they are often depicted as human-like figures wearing horned helmets and long robes. Anunnaki in Sumerian texts. The most important sources of information about the Anunnaki are Sumerian texts. These texts were written on cuneiform tablets recording the mythology, beliefs, and history of the Sumerians. One of the most famous Sumerian texts is the Sumerian King List. It provides a list of the mythological and historical kings of Sumer and addresses the role of the Anunnaki in human history. According to the list, the Anunnaki sent the first king, Alulim, from Nibiru, and Alulim later ruled over humanity. Another important text, the Epic of Atrahasis, tells the Sumerian creation myth. According to the epic, the Anunnaki came to Earth from Nibiru and created humans as servants. But when humans started making too much noise, the Anunnaki decided to destroy them. But an Anunnaki named Enki convinced a man named Utnapishtim to build a great ship to save the humanity he had helped create. Archaeological evidence. Direct archaeological evidence about the Anunnaki is scarce. However, some archaeologists have uncovered a number of artifacts that can be interpreted as possible signs of the presence of the Anunnaki. For example, at the Tel al-Ubaid archaeological site in southern Iraq, depictions of figures resembling Anunnaki, such as winged bull-headed statues, have been found. In addition, some researchers attribute to the Anunnaki a series of reliefs found at the Tello archaeological site south of Baghdad, which they believe depict beings from the sky. Modern theories. The Anunnaki have been the subject of speculation and theory for centuries. Some authors claim that the Anunnaki were aliens who visited Earth in prehistoric times. Others suggest that the Anunnaki were an advanced race of humans who played a role in the evolution of humanity. One of the most famous Anunnaki theories is the ancient astronaut theory. This theory suggests that the amount of astronomical knowledge that the Sumerians shared with other ancient civilizations, such as ancient Egypt and the Mayan civilizations, is evidence of knowledge shared by beings from outer space. Another popular theory is the theory of panspermia, which suggests that the Anunnaki were the genetic engineers of humanity. This theory suggests that life was brought to Earth by meteorites or dust particles from outer space, and that the Anunnaki were the implanters of the alien DNA contained in the human genome. Sumerians and Anunnaki, mysteries of the ancient world. Ancient Mesopotamia is an important milestone in the history of human civilization. This region has been home to many interesting civilizations from prehistoric times to the present day. Among these civilizations, the Sumerians and the Anunnaki, who have an important place in their mythology, are particularly noteworthy. In this article, we will take a journey into the mysterious world of the Sumerians and the Anunnaki and trace the footsteps of these mysterious civilizations by delving deep into ancient Mesopotamia. Sumerians, the first written civilization. The Sumerians are a civilization that emerged in the fertile lands of Mesopotamia in the 4th millennium BC. The Sumerians, who appeared on the stage of history with their first written texts and developed city-states, achieved significant success in many fields, from mathematics to astronomy, from law to trade. The Sumerians also had many mythologies and beliefs in gods written on clay tablets. Anunnaki Mythology. Descendants of the gods. The Anunnaki are divine beings who play an important role in Sumerian mythology. The term Anunnaki means sons of the sky or celestial beings. According to Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki are gods who rule over the earth and determine the fate of humanity. Enlil, the leader of the Anunnaki, is considered the ruler of the sky, while other gods include Enki, Inanna, and Ninhursag. Role and legends of the Anunnaki. In Sumerian mythology, the role of the Anunnaki is manifested in many myths, starting with the creation of humanity and continuing throughout history. For example, the myth of Enlil's flood tells a story similar to Noah's flood and represents the rebirth of humanity. There are also many legends of the Anunnaki passing on knowledge and technology to humanity. Modern influence of the Anunnaki. Anunnaki mythology also plays an important role in contemporary popular culture and theories. In particular, alternative history theorists and ancient space experts claim that the Anunnaki visited Earth and influenced the development of humanity. These theories have led to the production of many books, documentaries, and movies on the existence and influence of the Anunnaki. Anunnaki and their impact on Sumerian civilization. According to Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki created the world and humanity. The Anunnaki are also said to have taught the Sumerians knowledge and skills in agriculture, crafts, mathematics, and astronomy. There are also beliefs that the Anunnaki elected and ruled the Sumerian kings. Controversies about the Anunnaki. The biggest debate about the Anunnaki is whether these beings are real or not. Some researchers argue that the Anunnaki were an alien being that provided the Sumerians with advanced technologies. These arguments are based on the figures of spaceships and aliens found on Sumerian tablets. However, many scholars and historians reject these claims. According to this view, the Anunnaki are only gods in Sumerian mythology and have no real existence. It is argued that the texts about the Anunnaki reflect the religious beliefs and philosophies of the Sumerians. Conclusion. The Sumerians and the Anunnaki are one of the most fascinating and mysterious aspects of human history. Sumerian texts and archaeological evidence suggest that these mythical beings played an important role in the Sumerian belief system and in the history of their civilization. But the true nature of the Anunnaki remains a matter of debate. Various theories, ranging from aliens to an advanced human race, attempt to explain the identity of these mysterious beings and the role they played in human history. The legacy of the Sumerians and the Anunnaki still resonates today. Sumerian inventions continue to influence the development of human civilization, and the legend of the Anunnaki continues to inspire humanity's quest to understand its origins and the universe. As we continue to explore the mysterious world of ancient Mesopotamia, we can be sure that the story of the Sumerians and Anunnaki will remain a source of wonder and amazement for generations to come. The connection between the Anunnaki and the Sumerians is one of the most mysterious and controversial topics in history and archaeology. The question of whether the Anunnaki were real or not is still not clearly answered. This issue is likely to continue to be debated by researchers and historians for many years to come. The Sumerians and the legacy of the Anunnaki. The Sumerians and Anunnaki occupy an important place in the mysterious world of ancient Mesopotamia. Their written texts, mythology, and cultural heritage are still a subject of curiosity even today. Following the traces of these mysterious civilizations is an important step towards understanding the origins of humanity and discovering the secrets of the ancient world. We offer you deep historical information from history on YouTube channel. Subscribe. Now don't forget to turn on notifications.